You already?
Mm-hmm.
Table of consequence, bruh.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Before we start anything, though, I like to shout out Flex.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Yoha Helping Hands, home care services,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And also Self Preparatory Academy. We working, bruh.
All the way. Yeah, shout out to the sponsorships.
Shout out to the sponsorship, man.
Sheesh. Without them, it wouldn't be no us.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, definitely appreciation. You guys know I like to highlight, my sons on the mural behind us, gotta keep their names in lights, that's just one of my things. Like I just love to do that. Just for gratitude, for the things that occurred in their lives and just being a father in general. So then I got my nephew as well. He's on the mural too. For gratification of being his uncle and actually being in his life before he passed away. So with that being said, right behind me, I got my son Gerald Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 23. Right next to him, I got my nephew Omar Vasquez, who died in Philadelphia from a car accident. Um, and then I got my son next to him, Mookman Jenkins, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence too at the age of 18. And right next to him, I got my other son, Montrell Stewart, who died in Philadelphia as well from gun violence at the age of 26. And just a moment of silence on that, and reflecting on consequences, man. And some days be good for me, some days be bad for me, man. But overall, I'm truly am blessed, you know what I mean, just to be their father and to be where I'm at now in regards to, the way how I feel about the whole, current situation with them losing their life.
Yeah, bro. When you talk about that, all I really could do is listen. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I could really say. I could just, be your brother, be your friend, and just listen. Um, because what can I possibly say? You know what I mean? Be there to give you a hug or what, you know what I mean? However that, just be there just to be there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? However that look in the moment. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's crazy because every time we try to like not I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say just push forward. I'm not gonna say dumb it down. Every time we try to push forward, a lot of people don't know. For the viewers out there, we're located right on the borderline of Philadelphia,
yes,
and the violence is one of the things that's highlighted. You know what I mean? There's so many other beautiful things that to visit Philly for, to be, to talk about,
mm-hmm.
but the violence is at a state that we never seen it.
Yeah, it's at an all-time high.
Even I must admit, we used to be a part of it,
Yeah,
but we've never seen it at this bad, bro.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
people really don't reflect on it until it hit home.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And a lot of people act like oblivious to it. You know what I mean? But it's it's really like right, like even being outside of Philly, bro,
yeah.
it's still right at your front
Dog, no
doorstep,
doubt, no doubt,
whether you want to believe it or not.
no doubt, no doubt.
We just had that incident. We had an incident that was unheard of, bro. Where I'm not even gonna say, I don't know their faith. I don't know their. I know that people showed up
Right.
and two groups one at each other at a religious event.
Yeah,
That's unheard of, bro.
yeah, definitely.
In my time, bro, like certain things was off limits, bro.
Yeah,
You know, women off. If you walking with your mom or a woman,
Mm-hmm.
that was off limits. I catch you later, slick. You walking
Definitely.
with your children, I catch you later, slick. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no doubt.
Inside this, inside the religious, whether
Yeah.
you was Muslim, whether you was at the church, whether you was,
Right.
you know what I mean? Any type of positive at the positive uh event,
Yeah.
we catch you later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We at a state now where everybody just feel like they just on go wherever.
Yeah. Broad daylight. There was definitely not. I mean, that's also on the list. You know what I mean? Like it had to really like be like, you know, and the crazy thing about it is for better terms, it had to really be like in a, gully alley type of scenery for me to
Right,
be able to have to try to do something to even in broad daylight.
right.
So now you see like the mayhem and mischief amongst the land is so alarming because they willing to transgress in any, you know,
Setting.
setting, no matter who's around, grandmothers, actually getting struck. It was an incident in Philadelphia where a woman
Got struck on the
got
bus.
struck. She was 72 years old, bro.
Dang.
And, that's like, cause I got, rest in peace to my grandma, but man, I couldn't even fathom that being my grandmother.
Right. So
You
we're
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about we're shooting up school buses, we're shooting up public transportation, we're shooting up Islamic centers.
Mm-hmm.
We're shooting up wherever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. It ain't no honor in that,
it
bro.
ain't no honor in that, bro.
None.
But I mean, I have my version on what not what happened, but the ripple effect of what's going on right now in the world in
Right,
terms of Philly.
right,
I could be right, I could be wrong, but I'm standing on how I feel about it. And how I feel about it is I believe that they came, when they came into our neighborhoods and they took the men away, bro. They took a lot of the leaders away. They took a lot of the people that really was willing to set things straight away. Them guys, a lot of them died off. A lot of them still in prison. A lot of the leaders that had that voice, you know what I mean? You might had a situation out west, and you might have somebody that might step up and say, "Damn man, that shit corny, man. I'm gonna call my man. I'm gonna dead that John."
ain't no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So he might call his man out west that he know, and then everybody get together,
Mm-hmm.
and then next thing you know, that thing was squashed. It wasn't a situation where it was like no turning back growing up. Now, I mean, some things we would just, leave for a later date.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it was never a situation where it couldn't be squashed. We couldn't, you know what I mean, walk away.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the times are just bad,
It's
man. I'm just
different,
really
man.
lost for
Let me
words with
ask you
it,
a
man.
question though. Do you think social media play a part in it?
Uh the only thing I think about, the only thing, the only part I think social media plays is they they um when they rebroadcast it. Like when they what I call is uh they when it happens and then they keep posting it and posting it and posting it and posting it. I think that for you know understanding that lifestyle, understanding some of them behaviors,
Right.
people like to see they work on the news and on TV, especially when they knew they got away with it.
Yeah. You mean they work meaning like
Like
for the
the
viewers that don't
crime,
understand the crime.
they
That
like to see that they just put, yeah, I just killed that nigga.
Dang.
I just put him down. And they know they got away with. See, when they on the news for being hunted, like, yeah, we looking for this suspect. They don't like
Oh
that part.
man.
But they like this. They like that because they want people to fear them. So they want their homies to know, yeah, because they homies know, yeah, I just did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now their homies know, oh man, he ain't to be F with.
Right.
So they get that satisfaction from that.
Right.
There's a lot of things they looking for off that social media. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They looking for that that satisfaction. They looking for that recognition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Recognition. The
It's like
accolades.
yeah, the accolades that come with
With
that.
that. Right.
It's like a trophy to them.
Right.
But they really don't fully understand the ripple effect of it though.
Right.
Because now, if I know you down such and such, you're willing to down people for, next to nothing. At the end of the day, I know I can't trust you.
Right.
I know I gotta watch you. I know you're capable of blowing somebody's head off, and it won't be long before you think that you feel like you need to blow mine off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you can process what's going on.
Yeah. That's crazy that when I start thinking about like, the younger generation and the state they're in now, you know, for me, I always think about like those tragic moments that happened to my sons and the space they was in. And it's like current throughout the world. And for some of them, they say they drilling. And I want to attribute it to the music. But when you see what's going on all over the world and they saying that they're drilling, they're getting it from social media because it connects us in a way that you will never know what nobody's doing in New York, Chicago, or none of that, unless you see it on social media.
Social media. Back in
And,
the day, you didn't know.
you didn't know none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, for the viewers out there, um, just thinking about it from the younger generation and where they're at, at this current moment is really bragging rights, bro.
It's all about bragging rights. That's it.
It ain't about no money. It ain't about
No land.
none of that. Like it ain't about no area. You know what I'm saying? It's about a set, and a group of young individuals who just looking to brag on who killed who. I got your homie died. You know what I mean? We up 3-2. You know what I'm saying? They body counting at this point. And it's sad, bruh. I could reflect on when my son Gerald got shot and I got the call, and I was in disbelief. I just kept getting all these calls, and I looked at my phone, and I'm like, "Damn, my sister, damn, okay, all right, bet my daughter's calling me something wrong." I answer, my daughter Momina said, G got shot. I'm like, what? I rushed down to the hospital, bruh, and I remember that moment. You know what I mean? It was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? What I do next? And I got to be strong for the women in the family. And the doctors is calling, who the parents. And I remember when I went to go see him, bruh, how they had his body laying there, and they was, trying to save his life. And he was really unrecognizable, bruh. And it was a heartfelt moment. And I remember having conversations with him, and a lot of the younger brothers, they think that they got it all figured out. And they think, that it can't possibly happen to them.
They believe in that gun.
They believe in that gun, but that gun don't got no rules.
I know a lot of people that died with
That gun don't got no rules, man. You know what I'm saying? My son Mootman died with a gun on him. He had a gun on him, bigger than Wazoo. You know what I mean? And I just remember like seeing him, and then I got to understand that I got to deal with his mom. You know what I mean? I got to be strong enough to deal with his mom. I got to hold back my tears.
You got to put your feelings.
I got to hold back my tears. I got to deal with not only his mom, I got to deal with his sisters. I got to piece back the family. I got to put everything back and the pieces back to the puzzle back together and let them know that although this is very, very, very tragic moment, we gonna be all right. And we don't understand that as, a culture of people that's promoting that violence because we chasing numbers. We care about who killed who and how many people died and who up and who down in the war on bragging
The
rights.
war on bragging rights. That's sick.
It's a bad John. So when I got the information about what happened, at the religious, the Islamic day of celebration, which was Idul Fitr, I was like, now it's super out of control. Now, the youngest chasing the bragging rights is way, way past turning back. And because the reason why I say that is it's so many people outside that has nothing to do with the reason why we gang warring over, who's up and who's down.
You done traumatized
You
a village.
It don't got nothing to do with it.
You done traumatized a
And-
city.
And when you let that gun fire, those bullets don't go exactly where you want them to go.
So
99% of the time.
So
you got a small 1% of hitting your target.
So now, in a few weeks when we have the next Id, everybody's going to be
Pens and needles.
Right. They're going to be thinking something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody going to be on high alert.
Yeah.
Like now, what they did, man, they stole the believers' peace, man.
Yeah.
They stole their peace, man. They robbed them of something, man. Like, that's priceless. Peace is priceless, man.
Yeah.
We go to these religious outings and we be like we feel good. We be like at peace with it. So to now be like in fear, like damn, to go worship my Lord, I gotta be scared.
Yeah.
That somebody's gonna be dressed up, looking like they're from us.
Yeah.
Because you're not from us if you're doing X like that.
Yeah.
That's bottom line. You can create a weird way of thinking in your head, but you're not from the people if you're acting like that. You're not from
not
the
at
Muslims.
all. Not at all. Not at
If
all.
you're acting like that, you're not from
and
the
ain't
Muslims.
no question. Ain't no doubt.
And I just think about when I was away, bruh, how that would have played out. Like we would have got the call. Like when I was locked up, bruh, it was leaders in place, man, for people like that, bruh.
Oh, ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
And the leaders had soldiers, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't mind being a soldier for the cause.
Of course. That's an honorable act. That's why you don't mind. You doing something in honor.
Right. That's something really worth
for sure.
Standing for and laying down for.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt.
So back then, the leaders, once you came through and you did something, like if you hurt, somebody, if you just violated the rules, bruh, they would send the soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And your stay wouldn't be like you think it would be.
Right.
They didn't care what block you was from.
Right.
They didn't care how many homies you had.
Right.
You would have been diced up real nice.
Right.
They'd have set you up real nice. And 9 times out of 10, the guards would have turned the other cheek too.
Ain't no doubt. It's crazy. What I think about, from, the beginning of time, like where did us as men become that emotional?
Yeah.
That we start like killing each other. Because it's always, the option that we can get our knuckles dirty. You know what I mean? We can fight. If we got to take it to that level, if we just that far going on a disagreement, and we got to go out fist fight, get it off our chest. But where did we get, to that point where we got so emotional as men? Because men gonna have disagreements. We rough enough to get it off our chest, shake hands afterwards, and go about our business. You know, and when I think about it, like, yo, where did we, you know, start getting so emotional that we can't control our emotions, and now we going out there killing each other. Versus if we can just get it off our chest, if we gotta do that, I can shake your hand, you can shake mine, and I can continue to respect you as a man, you respect me as a man, and you can go home to your family, I go home to mine.
I,
And guess what? It's peace amongst the land again.
for sure. You ask where do we, and again, this is my opinion.
Right.
You ask where did we go, like where did we become so emotional? And I think a lot of what is when we lost a lot of our leaders in the homes, bro, our fathers. When the women are
Start
raising these
raising the
men,
young.
raising these men like they was doll babies,
Mm,
like they, you know what I mean, like they was mannequins.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Just always like I, you know, I got a situation where I got a child and his mother always tell him how handsome he is, how cute he is. Everybody
Mm.
always telling him how cute he is.
Right.
That's a recipe for a disaster, bro.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Like 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 like
Yeah.
like like he a young man. Stop telling him that.
Yeah.
Okay, you handsome. All right, cool. We get it.
Right, yeah.
Now let's build him up on man time now.
Build him up on man time.
Because if he keeps hearing that, he's gonna be soft.
Yeah.
Because they are soft gestures that you're giving him. We gotta
Yeah, well, you
build
know,
these
the
kids
the
up, man.
world today different. Like it's man, like we can go take it to another level. You know, the young boys nowadays, they they wearing pocketbooks, bruh.
Yeah. They scared that, you know what? They scared to get a busted lip,
Little hickey,
little
little
hickey
left,
in the back of your head.
little hickey, little
You know what
nothing.
my old head told me, man, back in the day, man? He said, man, never let a man disrespect you in a way that you be scared to get a hickey. And he said, I'm gonna tell you something. Them hickeys go down,
They go
bus.
down with ice.
He said they go down.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but you not standing up for yourself,
Mm.
you gonna remember that for the rest of your life.
That's deep.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, that's deep.
So I got so many hickeys. I remember me and this guy was rumbling. We was rumbling. We was ripping it, bruh. And it's crazy that we was rumbling, and we was rumbling because he talked about you. He had said something cute about you, and I'm like, that's my brother, right? He like, yeah. I said, well, how you feel about me when I ain't around? And we just start ripping. I just hit him. We ripping.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, bruh, in that moment, bruh, like it was a bunch of gats around.
Right.
Bro, we rumbled 3 times. And I'm gonna say he was on that PCP. If you ever rumbled anybody on that PCP, they
What's PCP?
the angel dust. You know, they like rope
Embalming fluid.
embalming
The
fluid,
stuff
bro.
you put in dead
Bruh,
bodies.
I was hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink, bruh.
Mm.
Like I'm talking about, I was giving him everything, bruh. He would not drop.
Mm.
It was like I was rumbling a robot, bruh.
Mm.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. Every time we seen each other after that, red carpet treatment. He always respected me.
Right.
Because you know what he said? He said it wasn't the fact that we was rumbling, it was what we was rumbling about. He
You
said
stood on principle.
you stood on principle about me saying something about somebody that was your people.
Right.
He said, and I respected that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got killed.
Yeah, yeah.
And we seen, we
Yeah, I
seen
get it.
each other a million times after that
I
for the
get
rest
it.
of our lives. And he
I get
passed
it.
away, but we seen each other a million times after that. And it was all love.
Let me throw a little curveball real quick, man. Because we both been in this situation. I want to ask you a question, bro. For the viewers, man, and to understand the being in that predicament, man. How you felt, man, when you was on trial for murder? Like overall, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, support was there. You felt like, this could possibly be
But
the end of your life.
I'm all right.
Like,
I I I I got quiet because I had to process that, right? I had to think about in that moment, right? I felt alone, bruh. I felt by myself, bruh. I, despite that, you got the family support.
mhm,
Despite that, you got a bunch of friends, not showing up, lying to you, and all the stuff that go with, going to prison and your friends, talking about you like a dog. You
mhm,
know what I mean? Or some people, just not showing up like you thought they would.
mhm.
Like we vowed to show up for each other. And when it was all said and done and that door shut, bro, I was by myself.
Yeah,
That was a great question, man.
yeah.
I felt betrayed. I still got resentment.
Mm,
Not a resentment like I want to do something to the person. Not that type of resentment. Just I don't never want to be around you no more.
yeah.
Because I held my end of the bargain, you ain't hold yours.
Wow. That's deep.
Like I felt like I let myself down, bro.
Mm,
Because what I went to jail for, I was bigger than that. I was bigger than that, man. And I feel sorry for, the person that lost their life. Um, because they ain't really have to.
yeah,
It was a real cowardish moment, you know. Um, I went through so many mixed emotions, bro, being in jail, man.
yeah.
But the biggest emotion that I went through, bro, was I was by myself
Mm,
and I had to deal with that shit,
damn.
bro. I remember calling G-Ball from the Youth Study Center, bro. You told me this was going to happen, G. I need a lawyer. Can you help me? Yeah, I'm trying to find help from all type of places.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
All the people that ever stood up for me, man, and tried to warn me, I thought about all of them, bro.
Yeah.
I heard their voice.
Yeah.
I remembered everybody that ever told me anything good.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now I want to listen to my mom now
Yeah.
because I'm
Wow.
stuck.
Stuck like Chuck. Right.
And we talking needle, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We talk. Like I always tell you, bro. It's nothing that I done that got me out. I'm not. There's nothing that I done slick that got me out that situation, bro. I feel like plenty of prayer
Mm,
just some of the support that I had on the outside,
mm.
and a lack of the police doing their job is what helped me return back to society. You know,
Damn.
yeah, that was a ride, man. Especially when they send you that paper. It's called aggravated circumstances.
Mm,
You get that paper in the mail, and what that is it's a paper they send you in the mail, and they tell you why they seeking the death penalty.
mm,
And it's a list of categories, and they check the category that your crime fit.
mm-hmm.
And you sit there and you read it, and you have a moment, and
Mm-hmm.
and you just like, damn, these people really trying to kill me. I remember I went on an official visit, and I talked to my lawyer. Shout out to Tyreek Shabazz. Um, a lot of people don't understand Tyreek. Just like Tyreek said he ain't understand me, but when it was all said and done, he said, "Man, you're a very smart young man." I understand Tyreek, right? when I talking to my lawyer, right, I was high, bruh. I used to get the package in the jail, bruh. Smoking the weed.
Hmm.
I went on that visit, bruh. Nobody never knew. I never told nobody this, bruh. I had a package in the cell, bruh. I went back to the cell and flushed the package down the toilet. I ain't give it to nobody. And I said I'll never smoke weed again.
Dang.
Because I felt like that shit was kept me stuck. I felt like I wasn't gonna get out of jail being all high and stupid.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting like these people trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And you think you carrying this shit like it's the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's play. That shit was serious, man.
That shit was sad.
That shit was serious, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember you came through.
Yeah.
And you came through. Then you said they charged you for a homicide. And all I was doing was making dua that you beat the lineup. I'm like, you beat the lineup, they can't identify nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Praise be to Allah, you beat that lineup, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was a heavy question, man. That was a heavy question. It put me back in that space, man. Because on some real shit, bro, don't nobody care, bro. You might have a handful of people that really rock with you, but don't nobody care, man.
You know what's so crazy, bro? And the real reality to the moment and the actual process of being charged with a homicide, it's out of our people's hand.
Yeah.
Because for one, that shit costs money, bro. Them lawyers, they want real money. Our people don't got the money, bro. You know, and to them youngers that's out there, you know, it's so crazy that I got one of my clients who come to Flex, right? He came in one day and he was highly upset. He was different. He's always a happy, you know, great dude. He still is a great dude, but I could tell his mood was different. I'm like, damn, what's going on? He like, yeah, man, my little brother got locked up with a gun. I'm like, all right,
Right.
all right. I'm like, what's going on with you? Why you all bent out of shape? Oh man, I just talked to him, man. He cussed me out, man, and he was trying to figure out, why I ain't pay his bail yet and why I ain't get the lawyer, this, that, and the third. I said, I'm gonna process this and I'm gonna help you through this. And hopefully this give you some good advice. Let me ask you a question. I said, your little brother got caught with the gun on him? He said, yeah, he had it on him. I said, the moment that he put the gun on him, he should have realized that it's a possibility that it's an illegal firearm that he can get arrested. And if he get arrested, that he probably have to possibly pay bail or get a lawyer. I said, let me ask you something. Do he got any money? He said, no, he ain't got no money. I said, so he calling home, talking to you, with some type of temperament and applying pressure to you to help him get out of jail. How ironic is that? And so crazy, our family members adapt that burden that we put them through immediately because we in a situation, right? Whether we guilty or not, we in a situation and we can ultimately change that with a decision. And if we make the decision to stand on it, then there ain't no reason why you should be calling home saying, yo, why you ain't paying my bill or why you ain't getting me a lawyer? If you on it and you in it, be in it to win it. Stand on it. If you get locked up, have your own lawyer money already tucked. You should be able to call your family and say, yo, bruh, I'm locked up. Boom, boom. Don't worry about it. I got the bail money is in XYZ. Go get it. Bail me out. Don't be calling home, putting the burdens on your family members, man. That's what cowards do, man. That's like moving in wanting somebody to do something for you, in regards to your living situation. Once you become, a certain age, and they saying, the United States, once you become 18, you're legally grown. You got to put forth the right steps so you can live on your own. A lot of times we don't, as men, I'm gonna say that because women be on point. Us men, we be living like cowards, man. And we don't want to take that next step and venture out and do what we need to do to come back home with the bread and then get the information that we need to move on. We be holding our people down on burdens, bruh.
Take them through a lot
We taking family members through a lot as if it's their obligation to take
to
on
fix our problem
our problems, bruh,
that we brought on ourselves,
that we brought on
that they
ourselves,
spoke against.
that they already telling us that
That's what's going to happen.
this is what's happening, and this is what is, actually is going to be in your near future if you don't, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? We know all the current situations. We can name a bunch of them, and what we don't realize is the people that we think gonna be there,
They ain't going to be there.
they ain't gonna be there.
Not like the way,
Homies, friends, and
not
all
like
that,
the way you think they going to
they
be
ain't
there.
gonna be there. A lot of them thinking about, how they ain't trying to risk their purse, give up pretty much, if not the last to help you get out of jail. They ain't gonna
How
give
they
up their
trying to
money.
sleep with your girl.
How they really worrying about, what I mean, if you did leave anything, because I remember when I got booked, man, I had cousins that took my clothes. I always liked to put on a little bit of nice clothes. They was gone. They already had counted me out.
Right.
Oh, he locked up for what? Then he got rearrested for what?
Let me go down there and get them
Oh
jeans.
man, he ain't gonna need that clothes,
He ain't
none of
gonna
them
need that
clothes and
shit.
none of that shit no more.
He still wear my
He
size.
said, they already bargaining and bidding on your outfits. If not your car, your house. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, man, we ain't think about the consequence
At all.
of our actions, man. So,
Yeah.
that's just the irony of it.
It's crazy how, like, I had an old head when I first picked that gun up, man. I was so proud of myself. I was proud of myself, man. I went and bought a gun. And I took it back to my mentor, man, my mentor that was in the street. And it's probably the realest information. Till this day, man, he always give me solid advice, bro.
Mm.
And I was just trying to emulate him.
Mm.
He said, damn. I said, yeah, look at my job, man. Yeah, man. He said, go get that back to whoever you bought it from.
Dang.
And he was a smoking gun.
Mm.
He pulled that pistol. He said, go get that back to whoever you bought it from. Cause that John right there, that's different. I never forget that, bro. He's still in my life to this day, bro.
Yo, man. I remember I called home, bro, and that joint got me teary-eyed. I remember I called home and I talked to mom, and I was like, she like, where you at? I said, I'm down 8th and Race. She like, you down 8th and Race? Where you? Wow, this was up Camp Hill. I said, yeah, they charged, they rearrested me for a homicide. And mom was like, you better not say, I ain't saying, she said, you better not say nothing. I said, no. But the moral of the story is, bro, we ain't had no money, bro.
We ain't had nothing.
Bro, I fought my case with a court-appointed lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
I remember mom like, damn, we gonna cook dinners, fish fries and all that. And I'm like, man, I remember sitting in jail feeling like a nut,
Fish fries.
trying to get me lawyer money, man. I remember sitting in the cell feeling like a sucker, man. Cause just trying to live that life, bro. You know what I mean? And I remember telling her, oh, it's good, mom. I had to be in that role. I had to, stomach it and be in that role, bro. I had to stand on it. No, mom, don't cook nothing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Only thing I had was Allah, bro. Only thing I could do is pray. Pray, bow my head, pray, 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 pray. And I was blessed to be able to spank actually more than one homicide, but I'm grateful, man. And for the viewers, man, if you in it, you ain't got no money. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't what you think.
Don't put that burden on your family, man.
Don't do it.
And most importantly, man,
Don't do it.
don't kill no innocent people.
Right, man.
That's the corny
That's
shit,
a
bro.
bad joint, man.
I mean,
Women and
I
children.
make a few, all right, I can understand this and that, but don't kill no innocent people, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's a bad joint, because you mean, it could be your mom, your sister, your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always fun and games until it hits your doorstep.
Consequences, bro.
Consequences, well, bro.
That's what it is.